this problem, but today we're going to solve it by the form numerically. What you have to do when you have these problems, you have to go the closest you can to -2. So you have to do a table like this and put your -2 here. And to this side is -1.999, and to this side it will be -2.001. So then you have to plug each of these numbers in the calculator with this equation. So we're going to plug in -2.001 cubed minus 10 times -2.001 divided by -2.001 plus 8. Now we're going to do the same on the other side, but using this number, which is -1.999. So you plug in -1.999 cubed minus 10 times -1.999 all over -1.999 plus 8, which also gives you 2. So the answer when x tends to -2 is equals to 2. And this is the way how it has to be written.
So to graph this, you need to make an xy table and plug in all of the numbers in the formula to find out all your y's. Now you can graph each of the points. Now that you have each point, you can graph a line. So when the limit of x tends to -2, the answer would be 2. And you have -2.001 that will be here. You would also have 2 as your limit. And when you have -1.999, your limit would also be 2. That is why when the limit of x tends to -2, your answer is 2.
Hello, I'm going to show you how to get the tangent line of this equation. This equation is f of x equals to 3, open the parentheses, 2 of x minus 1, close the parentheses, to the third power, the x being 1. In this operation, what you want to do is get the x value, the y value, and the slope. The slope is always represented as an m. So what you're going to do first is plug this x, which is 1, into the x's that you see in the problem. So you're going to put f of 1 equals 3, you open the parentheses, 2, you put another parenthesis just so it's clear that it's times and you're plugging in the number, minus 1, and then the whole parenthesis, you close the parenthesis, and it's to the third power. Then first thing you have to do is solve the parentheses. So this would be 2 times 1, 2, minus 1, giving you 1. So now what you have is 1 to the third power, which is 1. So what you're going to do is f of 1 equals 3 times 1, which would give you f of 1 equaling to 3, meaning your y value is 3. So here you have your x value, which is 1, and your y value, which is 3. After finding the y, which is here, you can find your slope by finding the derivative of the equation and then plugging in your x. So when you use the derivative, you need to use f prime of x, which is like this, f prime of x. And this would be equaling to 9 parentheses 2x minus 1 to the second power times 2. So this would be your first step. This is the derivative of this. Then you do 2 times 9, so f prime of x equals 18, and as well 2x minus 1 parentheses to the second power. It is very important to always use the parentheses. Then you solve this, which would give you f prime of x 18 times 1, giving you f prime of x equals to 18. So this is your slope. So here you have 18. And now what you're going to want to do, since you already have all of your things you need, so you have the x which equals to 1 and the y which equals to 3 and the slope which equals to 18, you're going to use this formula in order to get the tangent. Plug in all of the values you have. So you use y minus 3 equals 2m slope 18 parentheses x minus 1, then you close the parentheses, and this is what you get when you plug in to this. Now what you're going to do is use distributive property. So you have y minus 3 equals to 18 x minus 18. So what I did was times and times these values. So now what you're going to do is pass the negative 3 as a positive 3 to this side of the equation, to the right side of the equation. So it's y equals 18x minus 18 plus 3, since we pass the 3 to this side. Now what you're going to do is do minus 18 plus 3, which is going to give you y equals 18x minus 15. And this is your tangent line.
To graph your tangent line, you need to know your slope and your y-intercept. So the 18 would be the slope, and the 15, negative 15, would be your y-intercept. So you start by putting the y-intercept on negative 15, and then your slope is 18 up and 1 right, because it is positive. So 18 up will be on 3, and 1 right would be on point 1,3, and the y-intercept is at point 0, negative 15. So this is your tangent line.